Hello guys and welcome. So today I'm going to be going over the best OBS settings for Mac in 2018. So OBS can be quite tricky if you've never used it before. It can be quite fiddly if you don't know what like all the settings mean. So I'm just going to break it down for you guys simply and just pretty much show you what are the best settings for OBS. So to actually change them, you come down here and obviously go to settings. You'll then be opened with this sort of this tab, and then you've got all these options here. The only ones you really need to worry about are output, audio and video. So we're going to start with output. So yours will probably be on simple like this. I just want you to change that. All you have to do is change it to advanced, and then you'll come to a screen like this. You then want to go to recording, and then you've got all the options here. So once you've done that, first thing you want to do is actually choose a recording path. So obviously this is going to just sort of decide where your video goes once you finish recording it. So to change that, all you do, just click browse, and then just sort of choose where you actually want to save your where you want to save your video once it's done recording. Next thing, we want to change the recording format to MP4. I think it's usually FLV, but change that to MP4. It will just turn out a lot better. Oh crap, hopefully the computer doesn't die. But yeah, it's just a lot better than FLV. You can do a lot more with it, and yeah, so just change that to MP4. Next, don't worry about audio track, just keep it at 1. Moving on to the encoder, change this to X264. I think it will be on use stream encoder, but change that to 264 because then you can rescale the output. And also it works as a CPU encoder, which is quite good for Mac. But don't worry about it. It gives you a warning here for me. Well, it does for me anyway, saying your recording saved to MP4 will be unrecoverable if there's a power loss or whatever. Just ignore that. Yeah, just ignore that and you'll be fine. Next, moving on to rescale output. You want this to be 1080p all times. If there's anything lower than 1080p, change it. So what this does is, say if you're recording something that's in 720p, like the actual screen is in 720p, this will rescale it, it will upscale it to 1080p. So when you actually put it onto YouTube, it will come out as 1080p, which is really good. Moving on to down here, the rate control. Keep this at CBR, I think that's the standard anyway. And then the bitrate. Okay, so the bitrate is quite important. So what the bitrate does, it actually determines like the quality of your video. If you've got quite a new Mac that can handle sort of, I guess, working a bit harder, change it to 35,000. If you've got an older Mac, stick to, I think it gives you the, I think the standard option is 25,000. But so you can mess about with that, test which is like too much for your computer, and which is the best amount. I'm going for 35,000 because I feel like that gives the best quality. It will make your videos larger in size, and then obviously it will take longer to like render and upload and stuff, but it is better quality. So I guess that's up to you guys, but if you're not unsure, if you're not really sure, I'd just go with 30,000. So we'll change that to 30. 1, 2, 3. We'll change that to 30,000, and then you're good. So that's your recording settings done. Moving on to audio here, pretty much all you want to do is just change everything to 320 and you'll be good. Ooh, why is that one 288? Change everything to 320 and we'll be good. Moving on to the other audio tab, change this from 44 to 48. And then moving on to the final video thing, just make sure everything is 1080p, the base resolution, the output, make sure everything is 1080p, and then make sure that your FPS is 60, because anything less than 30 nowadays probably isn't going to be like the best quality on YouTube. So try to get it to 60 FPS if you can. Again, if your computer can't handle it, scale it back down to 30, but try and get it to 60 FPS. And then you can play around with like the hotkeys. So obviously, like to start and stop recording and stuff, you can choose what keys you want there. But other than that, you don't really want to mess around with too much. So just click OK, and then you can obviously add a source, and then get recording. So there we go. That is the best OBS settings for Mac in 2018. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.